What is going on, everybody? So I am back today to talk about a Shudder exclusive or original film that I was actually really looking forward to see. I put it off for a little while. I think it's been up for a while now, but I was really looking forward to checking this film out. And the movie I'm going to be talking about today is Slashback. Slashback is directed by Nyla Innuksuk. In a remote Arctic community, a group of Inuit girls fight off an alien invasion, all while trying to make it to the coolest party in town. So the first thing I want to say about this film is I was really excited to see it because I don't feel like you get a lot of films with Inuit representation where the entire cast virtually from top to bottom are people from this culture and that live in this type of a community. And so I was so excited because I love getting horror movies or just films in general from different cultural backgrounds. I feel like it provides such an interesting diversity in subject matter and the way that films are looked at and perceived. I love watching movies from different cultures. And unfortunately, this movie was terrible. And I am upset that it was so terrible because I was really excited for this movie and I was really hoping that it would be something that I would really appreciate. But simply you have this group of girls who they're probably like 13, 14, they're really young, and they live in this small Arctic community together. And there's their relationship dynamics, they're teenagers. They're constantly bickering, but they're close. They're having conversations about boys and about the small community they live in. Most of the girls don't want to live in this small town. They all want to get out and move to different parts of Canada or someplace with more culture because there's one girl in their group who's really proud of the culture and really loves that she lives in this community. The rest of them all really want to leave. And so through this certain set of circumstances, they end up coming upon this polar bear that has this really wild looking face, and they end up shooting it. One of them almost gets really hurt, and you find out that the town has been invaded by these aliens. And so what happens is the girls, because all the parents are off getting drunk at this like community dance, all of the girls have to stand up and fight against these aliens. And so on the surface, it sounds like a really cool premise, which I love, a monster alien invasion type of film. But the problem is the execution in this film is so sloppy and poorly handled. The dialogue in this is some of the worst I've seen in a movie in a really long time. And the thing is, when you're working on a low budget film, I'm always willing to excuse the fact that a lot of the people in it are probably non-actors. Shudder has a lot of movies that I really like that the performances aren't all that great because they're not able to afford like the top tier actor. Obviously, this is a film with cultural representation being at the forefront. So they want people in the culture. So they want to make sure that they're bringing in actors of this background. And so having such a minimal budget, you think about how they approach getting those people, which I can excuse that. But the problem is the way the dialogue is delivered and the way that it is written. It almost talks like people reading off of a piece of paper where it's just like it ends and then someone talks. It doesn't feel like the natural flow of conversation. There's some line delivery in this that is just some of the cringiest that I have ever seen in a movie in my entire life. The relationship between these kids doesn't even feel real. It doesn't feel like kids hanging out. It feels so fabricated and forced in a way that just started to irritate me after a while. None of the characters are really likable either. They're all really annoying teenagers that like you've got to give me something to want to grab hold to. Like at the beginning of the film, you have the father and daughter fishing together, showing part of the culture in a very beautiful way, and then immediately it's like teenage girl acting out against her parents, which is fine. But like all of the girls and the problems that they have, they're very mundane, which obviously living in this small community, you're going to have very mundane problems. But it's just the way the dialogue is approached, and then they'll get in fights, and 2 seconds after that, while their life is still on the line, they're like having these conversations about these really menial things where I feel like as a kid, that's not how it would work. You would still be freaked out about the fact that you're probably going to die. And so I don't know, that just really took me out of it. The CGI in this is really rough. There's some things with these like tentacle things that come out of the creatures that's really cool, but the CGI stuff in this, you could tell with the limited budget that they really had a hard time, especially the polar bear and the animals. They try to keep the shots as far back as possible because once they start to get up closer, it's really distorted. It doesn't look all that great. Some of the practical makeup effects with these masks that they have look a little cheap, which I know they're working with as best as they can. But when you pair that up with the fact that the performances and the dialogue is really bad, and the movie just really doesn't have that many stakes, which is unfortunate because I think that there could be something really amazing made out of this material, but unfortunately it's something really forgettable and something I won't ever watch again. So have you seen Slashback? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I did not like this movie at all, which is incredibly unfortunate because I really wanted to like it a lot. As always, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot and lets me know the type of content you're looking for. I'm always putting out new material and look forward to getting more out there for you in the near future. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.